So question 5 involving lines. Graph the line containing the point P and having a slope M. So again, to graph a line, all we need are two things, a point and a slope. So the point is going to be this -3, -4. So I think this probably was supposed to be written. The point is going to be point P, -3, -4. Now the slope, remember, is the change in y or the change in x. So it's actually going to be a ratio. So it's actually going to be like 1/1 or 2/2, or you could say -3 over -3. As long as the change in the y and the change in x are the same, that represents a slope of 1. So the numerator and denominator have to be the same value when the slope is 1. So remember, when the slope is 1, there still has to be a change in the y and a change in x. So there still has to be a reflection of a numerator and a denominator. So 1/1 is probably the easiest way to do that. So if I look at the point -3, -4, if I graph that, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the point's going to be here. So the line has to pass through that point. Now, to locate a second point, we can use the slope to identify a second point. So the slope is 1/1. So if I rise up 1 and run over 1, that gives me a second point. So if I look at that, a second point would actually be -2, -3. So we can use the slope to plot the second point. And if you have 2 points, we can now see the path of the line. Now, if you want to plot a few more points, you can, but using the graphing tool, all they want you to do is graph 2 points. So let me see here. I may have to plot a few more for myself, but I don't have a graphing tool. So the line should pass through those 2 points. So the -3, -4, and then when you use the slope, you can locate a second point. Notice that if I rose up 2 and ran over 2, I should still be on the line. 1, 2, 1, 2, notice I'd be there. Or if I went down 3, left 3, from here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I would be actually over here on the line. So any slope that you use, as long as it represents 1, should represent a point on the line. So most commonly, we like to use whole number movements, but you can also move by fractions as well. So that's all we have to do is graph the line. So plot the point, and then to use the slope, it's got to be a ratio. So 1/1 is the best ratio. And then you can kind of pick up on your rise and your run from there.